A little bit dramatic video. I gave you guys a button that you want really badly to tell me that I'm doing something wrong. Aww. I'm doing something wrong out of my own pocket? Are you sure? You see, I kind of smell that a lot of you haven't tasted real life yet. You haven't tasted responsibilities of what it's like to be in the real world begging for money and having a job. So it's very easy for you guys to promote a YouTuber to the level of 100,000 subscribers without understanding the real pressure of attempting to earn money. You would love to have a 100,000 subscriber channel. I'll tell you that much. You'll be so jealous of what you have done. I personally am motivated to coach and help other creators. But the most important aspect for me is morality, to make sure that you are sane. That in the end of the day, you don't lose your mind over the stupidest of things. And yes, I freely can consider this to be the weird generation that I don't understand. The generation below me. That is also creating the LARPing trend. You know, you can only seriously do it across the summertime. When the summertime is over, things will start falling apart. Some big LARPers will still have to convince their parents that they found a stream of revenue. Oh boy. And that is still not very convincing, considering that you're sort of stealing from the someone else's fan base. I have a new metaphor of how you can describe LARPing. It's like a birthday party. Birth representing creation of new channels. So many channels are born within this week, within this month, right? We all share a birthday. Don't tell anyone, but I haven't created this channel, because I kind of can't. But I rebranded it. That's all I can say for now. But children gather, they cheer for each other, they don't want no adults entering their business just yet. And they're having their cake, they're happy for the little things. While someone like myself would prefer to have some kind of meaningful, future-proof strategy, like make long-lasting relationships or something, or at least participate in a community in a meaningful way. Well, none of these things are happening, besides, well, I can still upload daily, I guess. Giving MatPads a little bit of a makeover. What if MatPads needed to watch over a community, be the adult in the room? Also, it's kind of a 100 subscribers special. Thank you very much. Let's keep going. Hello, children of the internet. At some point, you will have to divorce the internet and get back to the real world, because it demands your attention. But until that happens, let's discuss what's happening in a LARP first. You know, I feel sorry for one guy in particular. A guy that's a little bit too late and shows what happens. He's already choked up by every single other theory channel right now, especially mine. I upload daily. You definitely don't want to stand in my shadow, because I'm gonna take all the crumbs off the floor while everyone else is eating cake. It's almost like a scene where, like, I'm grabbing one of the children, and it's like, well, you're too late to the party, buddy. You can call me bully, but I'm responsible for something. To make sure that people don't have foolish ideas of what's going on. I'm not going to be intimidated by children with big numbers enjoying themselves. I am more concerned that this is technically my audience, too. Like, I'm not here to entertain children. I don't really need that. But I do have a proposal. You can mature. You can pick up a skill and master a skill. Sometimes one of the skills is just doing gaming, right? That challenges your problem-solving skills. So if you like Geometry Dash, maybe you want to go into some serious territory instead. Unless you think trial and error genre is about like some kind of parkour, which then I got nothing to offer you. That's the problem. I have to operate within boundaries of that I can offer you something. Well, you guys want to start lying to me because I don't know how much I can respect lower generation. You have to keep up if you want to earn respect. And I know if you guys are not capable of respect, there's no reason for me to expect any of it. You do whatever you want. The moment respect is on the table, then we can talk, you know? This video was interesting, and there's not a lot going on right now. There's a bunch of reaction compilations. And this one was also pretty interesting. I just received a message from him. The difference is that I write with a heart, he writes with a trend. Well, that kind of includes me, but I don't follow the trend rules. That also spices things up a little bit. Who is this guy? I'll let him introduce himself.
Yeah, because I've been here for a long time. You can trust me on this one. Has happened before. When I was LARPing Filthy Frank back in 2021, I was getting sticks and stones and fucking tomatoes thrown at me, calling me a hack, saying, you can't do this. Filthy Frank will never come back. Joji doesn't care about his characters. That's the entire point. The motherfucker doesn't care about his characters. Let me come in. Let me replace him. I don't care. He's not coming back. Bitch, I will come back for you. But for some...
That's a good reason. Definitely gonna respect everyone who receives hatred to the point where they have to respond. I have a thick skin, so haters can't do anything to me whatsoever. They can tickle me if they want. I'll get to laugh in their face. It's not that deep to copy someone. It is way deeper to introduce your personality with great intentions. First one being that you want to grind for that shit. I want to prove that every single day I'm capable of pumping something out. Plus prepped meals, okay? The funniest thing is, this rhymes with the first and the most powerful message ever made by Markiplier himself. There were some people that try to copy another YouTuber before it was cool, and they probably had better reasons than just jumping on a trend, because it looks profitable. Now, the guy comes off a little bit too jealous, but I guess that's understandable. For me, I am able to mask my jealousy with, like, I can deal with this. I can do it. I can work through it. I am an unstoppable machine that will find a way one day, right? Well, this guy gets to feel like a hitchhiker who has been passed over even though he's literally doing the right thing. He wasn't picked up by a trend. Nobody noticed him because he didn't say LARP rank or anything. He didn't rename himself. But you know what? At least he made it to the front page of LARP news. I could focus on the negatives. I even lost a subscriber. But it's almost understandable because this means war. Alright? You might want to pick sides. But we could just look at it from the positive perspective. Again, I've never grown a channel this fast before. I get benefits from just creating content. I don't have to worry about anything else, like impressing other people. And I get to participate in this vibrant community that has a lot of things to offer. People don't even know how to do politics, or YouTubers. Kid LARPers smelled a perfect opportune time. This guy was suggesting that. And I gotta give a thumbs up to that idea.
Kind of a fun way to just take a trip down memory lane to when YouTube was a bit more fun of a place, when things weren't as horrifically political. You know, back.
So in a way, this could be looked at as a beautiful thing. Children were concerned that their favorite YouTubers are getting in trouble time and time again. That the YouTube we know and love from 10 years ago is literally falling apart. And something can be done about it. And again, we have been able now to drag this guy into talking about YouTube LARPers. The dominoes are falling slowly, not all at once. In fact, he shot so close to comfort.
Pasta theory.
Look at that. This is how close he got to finding my channel. I don't really want to be found and publicized because, again, I'm technically not really LARPing. I like to believe it's inevitable, but it's better off that we take our time on this one. Here's the whole segment.
Successful was a level of... The thing that makes LARP theory interesting is that this guy had like a few more videos that kind of banged. Like he had another LARP theory and then like a subscriber thank you. But then his theories, at least like in their presentation, not actually what's in the contents of the video, I couldn't tell you because I haven't watched all of them, we're definitely pulling from early stereotypes of the type of shit game theory was doing. But on the surface, the thumbnail title seemed less ironic. Slender is hiding something. Jeff the Killer and Eyeless Jack are connected, like literal portal to 2010's YouTube. The Mario ARG you've never heard of, and then this guy ends up rebranding into his own channel, Pasta Theory. And as of a week ago, could Candle Cove really happen? The LARP meta is like a genuinely pretty solid way right now to like get like a few thousand subscribers under your belt. And I'm curious if there is a way to turn like what you've been able to build using the LARP meta into like something long term on YouTube, like building something that you make from your own brain into like its own audience. It really would only take one of these original.
Maybe. I just don't expect children to be able to pull off a proper strategy behind this. A trend is gonna die. People will stop talking about it. And without fuel, I don't think children can actually do anything.
Original theories popping off to give this guy like a solid baseline. But the thing is, like, as he stopped being LARP theory and became Pasta Theory, a new LARP theory showed up to take his place. If you can corner the market as LARPing a certain YouTuber, then that's yours. But if you give it up, there's like another guy that's going to try and take it right after. This guy went for the hello neighbor angle of it all here. Now, the other thing with these LARPs is some of them are genuine.
Oh no! No! I just noticed, bro. What? Hello, neighbor? Damn, that is definitely a threat of war. Holy crap.
Like
I probably will unfortunately have to go through all the Hello Neighbor lore just to know what can possibly happen, because I have a feeling that shit's gonna be connected to how things gonna play out around here. Or at least I'll be able to spice things up a little bit. Maybe I'll be the creepy neighbor who's in control of the nearby area. But hey, that's just a theory. A LARP theory. Thanks for watching and subscribing, right? Because we're just starting, okay? We're still accumulating subscribers. You can't just watch. Bye.